para coordenação em Fordlândia, nas coordenadas 05 graus e 50 minutos sul, e whisky 055 e 50.
Well, this was one of those kind of impossible far-off places that I felt immediately attracted to. I guess one of the challenges in this film was to describe a certain pulse of journey without describing the physical journey itself. So that's exactly why I was focusing on details. At times I did ask myself, you know, why am I coming all the way to the Amazon to film a fingernail, you know? A lot of my work had been focused on the city, on the urban context, on industrialization, progress, modernity. And this was, you know, another Anglo-Saxon male figure who'd started to, you know, try to make this project happen in the Amazon, and it just felt like it was right for me to do. It was just kind of connecting a lot of dots from past works that, in this case, this very failed project, dystopian project that never worked out. Ford never went there himself. That was something that really intrigued me, as well as his image of the exotic. You know, I was always dealing with that. How do we reverse the exotic gaze? And I think that's also another kind of constant question in my mind. Hey? Hey? I think in my work there's an awful lot of this kind of revolving sensation of you're never quite sure where the gaze is coming from. You think you're on one track of thought, and then the way in which it's edited is something clack. Something appears and you're suspended in the present because you're not allowed to develop a linear narrative. In a sense, I wanted to get away from this geographical, very common idea that we as artists are and have proposed as to having to justify a place in history, in time, in space. And I didn't want to do that. I'm not proposing any kind of results or answers in the film. I'm kind of asking the viewer, in a sense, to perhaps ask themselves a lot more questions. And I think what's, in a sense, the engine or the motor for all this is the animals. Animals have no sense of tomorrow. Animals are only, or as far as we know, you know, they're caught in the present day. They have no sense of future. So this becomes life, counterpoised with this huge, enormous modernist project that was all about progress and all about tomorrow. There's a lot of still images in the film. I think more and more my video work is going more to painting. Always painting is the kind of base of my work. None of them have a kind of real center point of focus. It's almost like they all belong to a bigger part of something. It's almost like they fit together in a strange kind of map. The collages bridge the painting work and then the film work. The blueprints that the Ford have in their archive of how the parts of the cars were put together. And underneath those, I've kind of underscored them with collages. It's not about painting, it's not about video, it's not about collage, it's in between all these spaces where I guess the work is. Yeah.